How did all of this happen? How did I discover that I have breast cancer? Um, I am 31 years old. I found out in around March of this year that I had a lump. Every once in a while I used to do my own self test to feel my breast to see if I felt any lump. I don't have a family history of women with breast cancer, so I called the doctor and he referred me to get an ultrasound. Then my doctor referred me to a breast surgeon, and then this breast surgeon completed one. It's called an excisional biopsy. The doctor immediately called me and let me know that I had something called triple negative cancer. Being triple negative means that you have a very aggressive cancer. When I got diagnosed, I guess the ignorance of not knowing the details about the disease it makes you feel like you are in a surreal state, like it feels like it's happening to somebody else. And I started finding out a lot of information. There's a lot of resources out there. American Cancer Society, breastcancer.org, Triple Negative Foundation, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, to raise awareness, to always be aware of your body and to always check your breast to make sure that you don't have anything different, so that you go immediately to your doctor. I think we have a bigger shot at getting better when we catch it early. And once you know this information, you tend to have a lot of emotions, like being afraid, a lot of anxiety, being afraid of not being here long enough to enjoy life with your family as much as you thought that you would. It makes you look at every day differently. That is something that maybe is a gift, to enjoy every day that you wake up, to see things differently, to appreciate your family, to appreciate your husband and everything that they do for you. There will be a lot of crying, and a lot of emotion, which is completely normal. And it doesn't happen one day, it will happen many days. But then you wipe away your tears, and then you start a different day, and you feel determined. And you feel determined to battle this disease, and determined to do this for your family, and to do it for yourself. And in my case, I know that I will do whatever it takes to get better. And whatever it takes, whatever treatment I'm told to do, I will do it. It's normal to also want to change your lifestyle, change your nutrition, what you eat, maybe do more exercise. I would say just take it a day at a time. The earlier you tackle this disease, the better, I would say. It's not a guarantee of anything, I must say. You sit with your oncologist and then you create your treatment plan. In my case, because I'm triple negative, the standard treatment is always going to be chemotherapy, at least for now, chemotherapy and surgery. And so I started with chemotherapy with a treatment called ACT. And it's a very, very aggressive treatment. The first thing that happened is around my second treatment, I started to lose my hair in chunks. But I was prepared for it. That's one thing that you discuss with your doctors. I knew that it was going to happen. but once you see yourself in the mirror, it's a whole different experience. And there's also like kind of side effects that come with the chemotherapy. Like, for example, you will feel very tired for the first 3 to 4 days after the treatment. I had 8 infusions in total, and yes, you feel very weak. You feel muscle pain. At times you might feel nauseous. And it's completely normal. There's a lot of medication that is being given at the hospitals to make you minimize as much as possible the side effects. I found that the information online is much worse than what it really is when you go through the treatment. And then during the chemotherapy, I had a lot of time to think about the surgery that I was going to have. Usually the doctors will give you a lot of opportunity to make a decision yourself as far as what you want to do when it comes to lumpectomy or mastectomy. In my case, triple negative is a very aggressive type of cancer, so that played a role in my decision on what kind of surgery I was going to have. So I chose simply to have mastectomy and go through the reconstruction process. I decided to reconstruct. Maybe part of the decision is because of my age. I want to feel as normal as possible, to look at myself and not feel that there was such a drastic change in my life. However, it will always be a tough decision, I'm not gonna lie. Whether you choose lumpectomy and radiation or mastectomy, it will feel like someone is dragging you to do something that you do not want to do. Regardless of what you choose, you're always going to feel bad about that decision. But if there's one thing I learned, and maybe my husband has helped me learn this lesson, which is just to be consistent with whatever decision that you make and feel good about it, and do your best to get used to the new you with that decision that you made.